Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're back to watch a Arbonne training. It's not actually a training. The video is called My Arbonne Story with the heart, the emoji of the hands holding a heart. My guess is that there's gonna be a sob story involved in this one, but I have not watched it. I'm blind reacting to it, and I feel like I haven't done an Arbonne video in a while. This week or the next, we're gonna talk about the Wades. If you remember them, they're an Arbonne power couple that I made a few videos, I think. They make crazy medical claims, income claims. Well, usually the dude is the one making all the wild claims, and then his wife is just nodding her head next. Like, she doesn't really say problematic stuff very often. It's mostly him. But yeah, they're both pretty high up on Arbonne, but we're not talking about them today. That's just me saying how I need to talk about Arbonne more. It is way too late to have coffee, but I am indeed having coffee, and I'm probably gonna get a headache. This is my third one today. I'm gonna regret it later on, but I felt like I need hot drink, and I don't have cocoa or anything, and I'm not a fan of tea, so coffee it is. I just almost doxed myself as well. I started recording this video and without realizing that my postcode and my phone number were on the note hanging off my table here. Before we get into it, big shout out to all of my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. And of course, everyone else who's watching, enjoy my content. I'm glad that you're here. And don't forget that the free way to support my channel and myself is if you click that like button, subscribe if you're not, leave a commentary down below if you have anything to say. And of course, the longer you watch my videos, the more YouTube's gonna show them to other people because it's going to think that my content is interesting. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. Let's put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into this video. Let's just get into it.
Hey, I'm going to wait for a few people to hop on here, and then I'm going to share. This has been a long time coming, but I'm going to share my Arbonne story. I cannot wait. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of nervous. But I just got off a training, so I'm like, what better way than to do it now while the energy is popping? All right, we're just gonna dive in, y'all. We are just gonna dive in. Okay, first and foremost, if you are visiting my page and you don't know who I am,
let's take a note about how she said she was just on a training and she hopped off the training and now she's doing this live. Where is the time freedom in that though? You know, if you have kids on the side, if you have kids and this is your side hustle, if you have a full-time job along with it, you have a training. These trainings are usually 40 minutes to 1 hour long, or sometimes even longer. In my opinion, these trainings are just rambling about nothing valuable, and they are way too freaking long. As we like to say, it could have been an email in most cases with the trainings, but where's the time freedom? If you are hopping off the training and straight away you're going on to a live, again, to talk about Arbonne, it does not seem like something that you can fit into pockets of your time and something that can just be, you know, a side hustle. It sounds like a lot of work to me.
I'm an Arbonne National Vice President from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm going to share my Arbonne story with you today. But first, I just want to preface, if you want to see what's typical, visit earnings.arbonne.com, and you can see the different income levels, and everything is disclosed there. It's an amazing just layout for you into what is possible with this business. Is actually one of the reasons. My hair is crazy. I said yes. So
we like that at least she said the disclaimer and go see what's typical, and her results are obviously not typical, right? But we've seen people before, they're probably not gonna get into the income disclosure statement. I'm going to link the income disclosure statement in the description down below. If they keep making income claims, we're gonna pull up the income disclosure as we always do. What's typical is that most of the people that join Arbonne never make any profit, and this is confirmed by the FTC as well. A lot of the people that look into the income disclosure statement may realize of how little chances they have actually to earn any kind of money, but usually they're not even directed to the income disclosure statement, so I can at least appreciate that the Arbonne hunts will a lot of the times put that income disclaimer in their posts and in their IG lives, right?
5 years ago, which is crazy, I said yes to Arbonne after saying no to 7 other network marketing companies, you guys, for obvious reasons. I had just not been approached in tasteful ways, I guess you could say. Hi. And I was at a place in my life. So I actually went to school for nursing. I got pregnant at 20. And so I dropped out of school trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, because I knew nursing was not it. It's just what everyone else and their dog was doing, honestly. Like, it was just the thing to do then. And I wanted to do something that made my parents proud. I wanted to go to college, or I thought, and I was good at school. I had plans to do that. And then I just remember like being pregnant and thinking, okay, I want to stay home with my babies for one. My mom stayed home with us, and that was really important to me. And so I started working a part-time job as finances then. Like, I could not stay home and not afford to work. So I was working basically opposite schedules from my ex-husband. And I remember just going through the hamster wheel of life of like working to pay bills, not having any free time, being stressed about money still. It was just like, I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired, really, honestly. And I was sick and tired of not having friends. Like, I was praying daily, I swear, for solid girlfriends and for women to be around me that uplifted me and made me better and like had big vision and big goals and were positive all the time and didn't gossip and just party and all of that. And so I was praying for that. I was praying for more money. I was praying for more time. I was praying for purpose. I didn't know what I was created to do really at that time, to be honest. I had no self-worth. I had no belief in myself. I was always stressed. I was always anxious, alone, a short-tempered mom, I'm sure, and, wife at the time, girlfriend, whatever. And so my upline, Melly Croker, actually saw my mom one day. My mom was working, and they had not seen each other in 25 years. They went to high school together. She asked my mom to take a look at it. My mom said no and basically volunteered me to meet with her. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have met with her. Hi, Mom. My mom just hopped on.
No.
And so I met with Molly, and honestly...
Her mom got her into Arbonne. That is so heartbreaking. I'm sure the mom didn't know probably what she was getting her into. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't want her daughter to join a scam, a pyramid scheme. I mean, Arbonne. Her mom. That is so unfortunate. Also, we see a pattern here. Oh, her mom and the woman, her upline, went to school together 25 years ago. What, they haven't seen each other for decades. And all of a sudden, they meet somewhere, and straight away, she's offering her the opportunity. And this is what they're going to tell you to do if you join Arbonne. They're going to tell you to reach out to every single person that you've ever spoke to, every single acquaintance that you know, every single person you went to school with. It's just, I can't imagine reaching out to all of those people trying to sell them my opportunity. That would just be very awkward for me. But yeah, we can see, obviously, I mean, she was a young mother. She gave up a career that she thought she wanted to do. She felt lost, she felt lonely, and as someone who doesn't have girlfriends here, I obviously moved to a different country. I had some friends here, but they all went their own separate ways, right? They're not in Ireland anymore. And then we moved cities as well in 2020, and since 2020 I haven't made a single new friend here because I work from home and I don't really drink or go out, which is the main social thing that people do in Ireland. Not just in Ireland, I feel like that's the thing that people do in a lot of other countries as well. It's just not something that I do, so it's very hard to find friends, and I've been preyed upon on social media because I speak to a lot of people through social media, and I found a lot of friends, my online friends that I've never met in real life, but I've been talking to these people for years and years on Instagram. Excuse my chair, I swear it's my chair, I'm not farting. So that has been used. Also, I was very transparent about being unemployed in 2020, and this is when most of the Huns preyed on me. I almost joined Juice Plus, Arbonne, and Beachbody because I wanted to get healthy and go on a fitness journey, and I also wanted to connect with a lot of other people that are into fitness because I didn't have many friends, and I didn't have many friends that are into fitness as well. So obviously she was in a very vulnerable position, and a lot of the women that join network marketing are in the same or similar position where they're looking for a community. And the older you are, the harder it is to really get new friends, especially if you're anxious and things like that. Yeah, and these network marketing people, in my opinion, are just going to use that. They're going to use your vulnerabilities to recruit you into into the MLM, but they don't care about you. Again, in my opinion, they don't care about you being successful or earning money or getting the community. They just see a dollar sign in you. But again, maybe that's just my opinion.
Instantly, I had never heard of the brand Arbonne. I had never tried a product. That's probably another reason I was open, is I just had never heard of it. And so I literally sat down with Molly and I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. Like, she has time, she has choices, she's overflowing with joy. And honestly, that's why I joined. And it was the first time in my life I had hope. Like, it was the first time in my life I was like, I can have more. Like, there is a way to have more time. There is a way to have more money and more friends and purpose. And so I said yes, and then it was the first Sunday night call about.
Yes, there are ways to have all of that, but MLMs are not the way to get all of that.
Laurie Edwards was leading it, and I remember I was laying on my bed watching Peppa Pig with my son, with Beckham, and I had headphones in, and I just cried, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are my people. These are the women that I've been praying for. These are and just people in general who were on fire for life, who were on purpose, who were driven, who were positive. And so that's where it kind of clicked for me, like, this is what's going to change my life. And I removed the option to quit. I've never once in 5 years thought about quitting. I'm going to be totally honest with you, because I know it's the only thing that could offer me time, money, choices, personal growth, health, knowledge on, healthy products, and also just like the things I've learned as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, I never would have learned before, even social media and all of the things. There's so many tools and resources that I learned here. So that was kind of like my first epiphany, that I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I stayed at my part-time job, and I worked until I was a place where I could leave. And it was after I had Ella, actually, that I was able to do that. And I was pretty consistent. And it wasn't until I figured out that Arbonne was the vehicle to walk in my purpose. It wasn't my purpose. Like, it was just going to take me to this place where I had more growth, more wisdom, more influence to do what I know I've been created to do, whatever that looks like for you. So I fell in love with the products. I started with our 30 days healthy living. I was feeling better. I was sleeping better. My gut health was like, I was losing bloat in my stomach. I had way more energy for workouts. I was falling asleep quicker. Like, you guys, they literally changed my life. And the more that I used them, the better I was feeling, and the more results I was having. And then I started using.
Okay, I'm just bothered with something that she said. You selling or whatever, joining a network marketing, a wellness network marketing company doesn't make you an expert. You can learn about supplements and what they can do for you and what they're good for. When you have different fitness goals, what supplements would help you. But whatever your fitness goal is, you really don't need any supplements, first of all. Your fitness results do not depend on you taking any kind of supplements. 30 days to healthy living, from what I've seen, is very restrictive, and it's trash in my opinion. It is you starving yourself, eating tiny meals and drinking a ton of shakes every single day. Of course, you're not going to be bloated because you're barely eating anything. If you're not eating anything that you're allergic to or sensitive to, of course, you're not going to be bloated. Look, what do you mean? Bloated how? The more you eat throughout the day, the bigger your belly is as well. Like, it's all normal stuff. Also, like I said, doing all of that and having a successful fitness journey of your own doesn't make you an expert for other people, because what worked for you is not going to work for other people as well. We're not all same. We're all different. We're individual, which means we all have different needs. And again, it doesn't make you an expert. Her results are not typical, and most people are just starving themselves. They're spending crazy money because Arbonne products are crazy expensive, and they're not getting any money back for it, any profit. So
using the skincare, then I started using the makeup, and I was like, there's no way that makeup's going to be awesome. Like, I loved makeup, and I was like, oh, it's too clean, like, it's not going to be effective or whatever. Blew my mind. And I was like, what the heck? Like, these are amazing products. And I felt good about it because they're clean. We ban over 2,000 ingredients. We go by European standards. We have makeup, skincare, baby line. We have something for everyone. So I truly felt empowered at the end of the day after working. Like, I'm giving these people great, clean products that, are safe and that are beneficial. Like they are pure, safe, and beneficial products that have been backed by science, and we've been around for 42 years. So I was confident in what the brand had to offer, and the products were working for me better than anything I've tried before. And you guys, trust me, I've tried a lot of things. My mom works in the cosmetic world. She brought all sorts of stuff home I got to try. I was trying different things from different nutrition supplement shops, whey protein, all the crap, like artificial sweeteners, sucralose, everything. And I was hitting this plateau in the gym. I was hitting this plateau when it came to energy and results. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I'm sick of hitting the same place all the time. So I fell in love with the products, and then I just started sharing them authentically.
You hitting a plateau in the gym and with your energy could be not dependent on your supplements. Again, it could be that you're not eating what you need to eat. It could be that you're not eating enough food, and that's why you don't have enough energy in the gym. If you're lifting weights, it would be very hard to lift the same heavy weights when you're doing a surplus or a maintenance and when you're in a caloric deficit, because you're eating less food. You don't have enough energy to do what you used to do when you were in the surplus and you had all this extra energy. If you're eating a lot of junk food all day, every day, that's not good for you. Obviously, you're going to lack energy. You're going to be feeling very, very sluggish. You can be overworking yourself as well. Rest days are very important. There can be so many different reasons why you don't have energy in the gym and why you hit a plateau. And again, it all depends on what your fitness goals are as well. So it's not black and white like that. It's very gray, and it's very different for everyone's situation, which is why people should, if they're beginners, if they don't know what they're doing, they should hire a professional personal trainer and not an Instagram influencer or anything like that. Proper trainer that's going to customize meal plans and workout plans for you, for your needs, for your specific situations. Supplements are not really gonna make that big of a difference for you unless you're taking like something that has caffeine in it and it's gonna give you a little bit of pre-workout energy. And comparing to myself like 5 years ago when all I ate was junk food, I felt so sluggish. It was so horrible. Like all I wanted to was just be in bed because I felt so tired and so sluggish all the time. And when I changed my nutrition and when I started doing more activities throughout my day, my whole life changed. It was literally a life changer for me.
With family and friends, and started having events and talking with people one-on-one and sharing on social media. I did a little bit of everything. And then it just continued to grow my belief in the products and the business, of course, as I started making money. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like these people they're changing their life building this business. And so that's kind of what I fell in love with when I started. But as I became more involved in the community, and I really did show up to everything I physically could, calls, retreats, everything. I made sacrifices, just like any entrepreneur does when they start a business. I made sacrifices for long-term gain. I knew that was a non-negotiable, and it still is. I'm not where I want to be in my business. I have a ton of growth to do, so I'm going to keep making sacrifices. And I make sacrifices for the people that haven't heard about this yet. It's not just about me. It's about everyone who still has yet to experience the gift of Arbonne. And so I remember like figuring out it was my purpose, figuring out how much I love the products, and then falling in love with the community and the people. And I'm not kidding you guys. I would pay Arbonne to keep my Arbonne friendships. Like if I had to, like that's never going to be a thing, but like the people have changed my life. And I don't care what you say. Show me your friends. I'll show you your future. You are who you hang out with, period. Like I am around the most positive, ambitious, loving, selfless, driven, smart.
Here we go again with the same old BS. If your friends don't have the same goals, or if your friends are happy as being just an employee and working for someone else's dream, they're not ambitious, they're so toxic for you, and you should surround yourself in an echo chamber with other people who are vulnerable and manipulated into a pyramid scheme, a product-based pyramid scheme, in my opinion, of course. That's what you need. Your real friends, they're not ambitious enough, so you need to ditch them, right? Your friends don't have to have the same ambitions like yourself. Or maybe that's the reason why this lady didn't have any friends. It's because she was not happy with the people that she had a choice to hang out with, or maybe she thought she was better than them if they were happy with their 9-to-5 jobs and she wanted more. You shouldn't judge people with by their ambitions and by their dreams. Everyone is allowed to have different dreams and ambitions in their life. So I feel like this is a very, very not a nice thing to do to people if you're going to judge them based on what you think is ambitious enough for them to be worthy of your company.
People I've ever met. And it in return has made me grow in those areas. I have never had more of a passion for people than I have since I've started this business. And that's what life's about. It's not about the title and the paychecks and the car and the purses and the walking the stage and everything. Those are added blessings, you guys, but this gets you nitty gritty with people and it gives you purpose. And I think since we've gone through what we have the last 2 years, people are pursuing purpose now over instant gratification paychecks or anything like that. Like they're thinking more long-term, like what makes me truly happy? People have reevaluated what's important in their life. And so really my whys when I started are much different than they are today. I've actually been able to cross off a lot of what I wrote down in the beginning of my business. But, you know, it's being debt free. It's taking multiple trips a year, going anywhere I want to for my birthday, my kids, giving them the life that they deserve, passing down generational wealth, which I had never heard or talked about before Arbonne, having a second home in Colorado, saving for, I mean, just like big goals, big visions for my future and my life, but also for the lives of others. Taking a girl in need every year to pick out her prom dress and have like a spa day, like just being able to give back in those ways too. So I have some selfish whys and I have some servant whys, and I want to encourage you to kind of meditate on this question. If you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 1 year or 5 years or 10 years? And if you don't like the answer to that question, that's what Molly asked me. I thought, oh my gosh, nothing's going to change. I was only seeing towards the end of the month. That's as far as my vision was going because I had to worry about bills. But I really want you to step outside of that and think, if I keep doing consistently what I'm doing right now, what will my life look like? Who will I be if I don't change anything today? That was a gut punch for me. Like I was like, holy cow, we got to change something. I have to do something different. And so I did. And was it easy? No. I was an introvert when I started. I really didn't have any friends. I joked with Molly. I was so nervous on calls. I did 6 in-person events my first month and sold $0. Like you guys, I super sucked. But I embraced failure. And like I said, quitting was never an option. I knew I always had a hard work ethic, but I was working for things that didn't fulfill me. So I knew it was there, but it felt just like purposeless. And so I was like, okay, I am not going to quit, and this is going to take me to where I want to be in my life. And so I want you guys to think about that question. If you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 1 year or in 5 years or in 10 years? And I want you to think about your whys. What does your family want more of? What do you want more of? What does your husband want more of? A lot of my whys are tied to my loved ones. They're not just about what I want. It's what my loved ones want or what they see for their future. So in a nutshell, to basically summarize everything I just shared, Arbonne changed my life. It's made me a better person. It's made me a better parent. Future.
I'm sorry, how is being in a product-based pyramid scheme making you a better person when you are recruiting people into your team for your own financial benefits and gains? In my opinion, it makes you a scammer. It doesn't make you a better person. And it is very sad if you actually believe that you are a better person by scamming others. You may be enjoying your lavish lifestyle and everything, your 2 homes or whatever, but what about the most people in your downline who are not earning anything, who are working their ass off to get where you are, getting you as their inspiration and motivation, but the business model is working against them and they're never gonna get where you are. It's so easy, like it's all in the income disclosure statement as well. We're gonna go through these numbers because yeah, it's bad, but let's finish the video first.
Her spouse one day, it's prepared me to get through hard in a much more healthy place. Like I see valleys and hardships and failure as being such blessings, because I know that they're going to grow me and they're going to serve me, and they're going to, help me show my kids resilience and how to get back up when you get knocked down, and that the sky is the limit. You can truly do anything you set your mind to. You can truly do anything you set your mind to. And I don't want to pass down just generational wealth. I want to pass down generational lessons. I want to teach my kids right from wrong, how to serve people, how to be resilient, how to maybe it's have multiple streams of income, how to be a great leader, how to be a great friend, how to be a great spouse or parent, when they're parents, and then for them to pass down those generational lessons too. So you guys might see protein and green sales or mascara sales or whatever, but and if you're in Arbonne, you know this, until you're immersed in the community, and you're pursuing growth, and you're hungry for knowledge, and you're understanding you're going to fail, because any entrepreneur, any person does, it is such a blessing. And even if somebody's here for 3 months or they're continuing to build their business, I truly believe they've been able to take away some sort of blessing. So for $49 a year, $49 a year blows my mind. You can have an Arbonne business. You can invest in products that you're going to love to use and to share with family and friends. I will teach you a very simple system to build this business. We all follow that same system. And then some people are crawlers, some people are runners, some people are joggers.
What is that system? Recruiting? Is it recruitment? Am I right? It's recruitment, isn't it? Shocker.
People are runners, and I meet you where you are until either, you're getting what you need, or your vision grows and you're like, all right, you know what? I'm ready to run, or I'm ready to jog, or whatever it is. So, we meet you where you are. We give you the tools and resources to be successful. We are not responsible for your success, but that's the biggest blessing, is that you get to build it and say that you did it. And you have a website. You don't have to have an inventory of products, just the ones that you have. You don't get paid on people. It's only paid on products sold. So it's you and collectively what a team sells together. We have an incentive this month where you can promote to the first level of management at a reduced qualification. It's a personal growth business disguised as a health and wellness business, is what I've always said. It's amazing. So if you have questions, please reach out to me. Please message me. It doesn't mean you're going to sign your life away on some contract or whatever. It's truly just, hey, let's get our feelers out. Let's ask some questions. Let's go over some hesitations. And then you can decide if it's a fit for you or not. And if it's something where you're like, you know what, I'm going to try products for a while, great. If you're like, hey, I want to get some friends and family together to see how kind of this works, see if they're even open to me sharing something like this. There's amazing host perks. So you get to choose where you want to be. Like I said, we'll just hop on a quick phone call, go over everything, and I will guide you into making that decision. I always say it's a Starbucks decision. It's not a mortgage decision. It's a very small decision. That's $49 a year that gets you extra discounts on products. There's no requirements from you that's like, oh my gosh, you have to sell this much to get this discount, or there's no auto ship unless you opt into it. Like, it truly is straightforward. We're a B corporation. We thrive on transparency. We thrive on our morals and values. And so it really is the best place to be. And right now, the next 6 months is usually the busiest time of the year, going into the holidays, going into the new year with people having new goals and everything. It is the best time to start. So DM me. I'll get you all the goods, all the information. Thank you for hopping on, hearing my story. I love sharing it because I hope that you can see a glimpse of yourself through my story. A broken, messy girl who had no belief in herself, who had no friends and no purpose and was just joyless, to where I am now by the grace of God, and also just like failing forward, like embracing failing, removing quitting as an option, and showing up for the people that I love. That's really it. So I can show you how to do that. Hi, Grandma. Love you. Thank you for your support always. Okay, I'm going to hop off. Bye, guys. Have a great Monday.
I think she said it very well at the end. She was broken, she was messy, she was vulnerable, and that's how she got recruited. And she got very lucky that she is actually successful, because 96% of people, 96% of Arbonne distributors or Arbonne independent consultants don't earn good money. The very bottom rank independent consultants, 61% of distributors sit on this rank, and they earn median annual $97. This is for the US. $97 a year. They have to go to trainings. They have to cold message people every single day. They have to go on these Instagram lives probably at least 2 times a week. They have to hustle all the freaking time. Try to recruit people, try to sell, advertise, make content for social media for $97 a year. Then the next rank, 27% of people, median earnings annual $1,293 a year. Guys, what is that? That is nothing. That is an allowance. It's not gonna give you freedom though. You still have to keep your full-time job, because $1,293 is not enough to cover your bills, your expenses for the whole year, obviously, especially if you have kids as well and everything. And even if you're at the 8% on the 3rd rank, that's less than what social welfare gives you for not working or not having a job in Ireland. So that's just insane. When I was on social welfare in 2020, I just couldn't get a job because obviously it was the pandemic and everything, and I was I was getting more money than that from social welfare for not doing anything, trying to get a job and not doing anything. So that's just ridiculous. Also, even if you're in the top 3% of the company, you are earning a median $42,000 a year. Tell me, where are you building generational wealth if you're getting $42,000? That's a good paycheck, right? A good yearly paycheck. But that's not generational wealth. She said she's a national vice president, right? So she's on top of Arbonne. She's top 1%. But everything below her is nothing. From a very basic salary that any corporate job can give you $42,000 a year to earning nothing. Nothing. Just an allowance. Sure. Like I said, fine. If it's your side hustle, okay. But it's not you building your own business when that business can't even fund anything. You can't fund anything, and don't even get me started on what can you fund with $97 a year. That's just insane. For the amount of work and effort that these people put into their Arbonne biz, they only get $97 a year. That's just a joke. And the products are super expensive, so it's not like you just buy the products once and that's your investment and then you work your biz and you get money back. Like, no, you don't get money back. Arbonne products are super expensive, so you keep spending money onto expensive supplements when you can get supplements that are the same or better quality than Arbonne for a lot less money. But anyway, I think I've been ranting enough. Like, these income disclosure statements just make me so angry. I'm so triggered. But anyway, let me know down below what you thought about this. I thought it was pure BS. She was obviously very vulnerable when she was recruited, and unfortunately, well, fortunately for her, she was lucky enough to get to top 1% of Arbonne. She's well off, but her downline, most of them are not earning any kind of money. So yeah, shocker, right? But let me know down below what you thought about this. I'm gonna wrap this one up here because I'm getting a little bit hungry. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. You're a true trooper, and I really appreciate you. Also, big shout out to all of my channel members. I really do love you guys, and don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me in a nice free way, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.